We'll get started here with Coach Frost.
Scott Frost.
Players and after coach. Questions?
Scott, how nice is it to take control of the game early, keep control, and put a team away?
Yeah, it was great. I love the way the guys finished. We got a lot better. I think week 1 to week 2, we got a lot better today. We still have a lot to fix. This is a work in progress. But this team has an opportunity to keep improving and be a pretty solid team that's has a chance to win some games down the road if we keep getting better. It was great to see us start pretty fast again. It was great to see us come out in the second half. I told the D they had 5 when we came in at halftime, and they had 8 when we came back in after the game. That's what we expect. We did a lot of things a lot better out there today than we had the first couple weeks, and really going back longer than that. So it was great to see us get in control and stay there.
Describe Adrian's play, especially after a tough week at Colorado.
Adrian's going to keep getting better too. As good a year as he had last year, you still forget he's a true sophomore. There's still some things he needs to learn, but he's a really good player, and he's going to make whatever plays we need him to. I give Coach Hammock and that team a lot of credit. Defensively, they're tough. They're tough to prepare for because all the slanting and blitzing and everything that they do, jumping around on third down. Then in this game, we prepared for what they'd done the first 2 games, and every time we were in 11 personnel with 3 wideouts out there, they were in a 3-3 stack that we hadn't prepared for at all. So we had to stay in 2 tight ends a bunch and kind of alter what we were doing, and I give them a lot of credit for the way they coach that team. That's a good team.
Can you take us through the final drive of the first half when you kind of took a chance trying to score on that drive? What worked, and especially Adrian seemed to get into a rhythm.
We preached to the guys, and maybe I needed to get the lesson from outside and from my assistant coaches last week. We preach a desire to excel and no fear of failure all the time, and if we want the players to be that way, we need to be that way as coaches, and that means calling what we need to call, rolling the dice, letting them play, being aggressive. That's the way I want our team to think, and if we get the ball back with 40 seconds, I want them to think score, and for them to do that, we need to do that.
Are you saying you learned something from overtime? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't want to talk about that game at all, but what's made us good as a coaching staff and as a team when we've been good is just always keeping the foot on the gas, and I want our guys to play that way all the time.
How do you get that for Dedrick Mills to get going finally?
Yeah, one of the things we still got to fix is the turnover issue. We've had too many drives where we had a chance to score and gave the other team the ball. Apart from that, I thought Dedrick made a huge step in the right direction today. I think you saw a little more of the things that we were seeing as coaches in camp in a lot of different ways on offense, Dedrick being one of them. He runs hard. He's got good speed. I think he did a better job being patient and finding the hole today. And that was a pretty good 1-2 punch today with him and Mo.
How did that punt blocks, the aggressiveness of those plays sort of personify your no fear of failure and your aggression today?
Well, I give Coach DeWitt and Coach Crespo a lot of credit. We're a lot better on special teams this year. Part of it's the kids. We have a lot better athletes. I think they're taking it more seriously. Those were big plays, getting those punt blocks. Now, on the flip side of that, we got to get the PAT field goal thing figured out. Hopefully, we're at full strength at kicker here soon. But those were big plays. Give the kids credit and give the special teams guys a lot of credit.
Did you see something in the film that thought you could kind of rush that punter like that and overwhelm him?
Yeah, that'd be a good question for Coach DeWitt, but he told me he thought we had a chance to get him, and he let it rip, and it worked out for us.
Was there something consistent with the kicking issues on the blocks, or was it different off the headset?
I got to go back and look at it. I know one got blocked with the middle, one got blocked off the edge, so I imagine it's not completely consistent, but that's never a problem until it's a problem. You don't know there's a hole in your boat until you put it in the water. But once the other teams see there's a hole, they're going to keep trying to go through the same place.
A couple of regular contributors like Cam, Taylor Britt, and Brent Hymas go down over the course of the game. Is it hard to keep guys focused? And at this point, what's your concern level with those two guys?
I'm not going to talk about injuries. I hope those two are fine. I thought Brock Bando did a good job coming in, and we had some success with him in when Jaime was out. A couple different DBs came in to do a good job. Braxton Clark came in, did some good things. I think Quentin Newsom is getting closer to being ready to play a lot for us. So, we hope we can go through a whole year without injuries. Hope these aren't serious, but if we're going to have anybody miss any time, then the next guy's got to be ready.
Scott, you guys got a goal line stand from this defense.
Oh, that was great. The defense last week played 3 really good quarters, and then the house of cards just kind of fell in on us. And we've had to learn a lot of lessons as a football team, coaching and players alike, since I got to Nebraska. Kind of feel like we've rounded a little bit of a corner. To only have 1 penalty all night is a good thing. To get those kind of stops and get that kind of play in the fourth quarter, even from our second-string defense, to play well with our second-string offense, a lot of good things happen, and I think that goal line stand was just a kind of a symbol of what happened tonight. When we really needed those guys, they stepped up.
Could you talk a little bit about Lynn McCollum putting in the kick and what might be going forward?
Well, I had a big decision to make a week ago who to let kick. Our top 2 kickers, one was hurt before the game, one was hurt during the game. I trust Isaac a lot because of how well he's done punting, but Lane kicked really well all week in practice too. It's just the first time I'd ever seen him kick, so it was hard for me to want to roll the dice on that, but we're going to keep giving him opportunities. He's done a good job in practice, did a good job tonight.
Had 1 penalty today, 1 turnover. When you play a clean game like that, how much easier is it to have things look the way you want them to?
It was a lot closer to a clean game. We still got to execute better on offense when we get some chances, particularly when we get turnovers. But again, I get a lot of credit to them. They're really disruptive defense just because of the nature of defense they play, running through with linebackers and twisting and stunting and banging. And when you watch them on tape, they had a bunch of TFLs and disruptive plays against their first 2 opponents, including Utah. So it was closer to a clean game, fewer penalties, fewer turnovers. Still think we can improve and execute better. Again, I told the team we were a lot better this week than we were last week, but we have a long way to go yet.
What do you think about Maurice and his opportunities with the ball today? And was it just your decision or coach's decision for him not to play most of the second half?
No, he got bumped up a little bit. He's going to be fine, but that's the reason he didn't play in the second. But the other guys did a great job. You're starting to see when we get a couple of our guys, several of our guys with the ball in space, good things can happen, Mo being one of them. And he took advantage of his opportunities today.
Stolberg was in on both those block punts. Is he a kid that just kind of jumped out at you since you've been here?
Isaiah's done a great job, and Isaiah is going to be one of those poster boys for our walk-on program like Nebraska's used to having. If he stays on the track that he's on, I anticipate he won't be a walk-on for too long. He's got to keep earning it, but he's been good on defense, he's been good on special teams, and we're glad he's on our team.
One more, Coach.
You guys got caught by the ball early and you got that touchdown. Is that kind of what you've been seeing from your project?
Yeah, Conovi is one of my favorite kids. It's hard to get him to say anything, but he's a grown-up. He's a pro about how he comes to work every day. He got hurt a little bit in camp, and he missed a bunch of time, and I think that just got him out of rhythm, and that happened with a few of our offensive guys, and we're starting to slowly find a rhythm, and including Conovi. I thought we played with better pace and tempo today. Thought the execution was a little better, and the more these guys on offense play together, I think the better that'll get.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Hi, this is Jason Jorgensen, Sports Director at KRVN. Thanks for watching our YouTube video. To keep up to date with everything we have going on with our sports coverage, you can find that, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. Just hit the little red button in the right corner.